Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. Happy first Monday of September. This week I used this really cute kit from Sarah Elizabeth Prince, and it's kind of this like garden bee theme, and I used it specifically because my best friend Shelby's birthday was the Sunday of this week, and I've always kind of associated bees and like bee imagery with her, which might sound kind of weird if you're someone who's like, ew, it's a bug, but like as you can see, even from the graphics in this kit, there's a lot of ways that bees can be super cute, and I know that she's kind of always liked that sort of pattern or graphics or however you want to say it, and I think she even considered a bee tattoo at one point, so obviously her name is Shelby, so it just really reminded me of her, and that's why I used it. But during the putting down of the base, I'm going to answer a couple more questions from the Planner Addict tag and just kind of continue to go through those. So the last question that I left off on was favorite color, and I have so many. I love so many different colors. I switch up my favorites all the time, but I think the color I've liked for the longest is kind of that light. I know a lot of people call it like millennial pink or like dusty pink. Um, that's just always been my favorite. My bedroom walls have been that color since high school, and I've wanted to, or my mom has like asked me like, do you want to paint it? I know this was like your high school color, and I'm like, no, I love it, don't touch it. So next question is favorite sticker paper. I really don't have a favorite. I do have a least favorite. I do not like the kind of sticker paper that it's kind of like that vinyl, but you can only write on it with Sharpie. Like, no form of gel pen works, or even just like a Sharpie pen. Like, you have to have an actual Sharpie, and even when you write on it with a Sharpie, it still doesn't look very bold. If you have any idea what I'm talking about, that's my least favorite, but I like all other sticker papers. The next couple of questions kind of stumped me a little bit and also are a little bit personal, so I'm going to combine them and just talk about one thing. So the next question is an event that helped build you, and a question after that is a serendipitous moment, meaning something happened that you didn't want to happen but ended up being for the best. So um, last year, was it last year? Yeah, I guess it was. It feels like it's been longer than that, but like right when I turned 23, maybe just a couple days after, I did decide to move out of my parents' house. Well, I decided much before then, but I actually made the move at that time, and I got an apartment, and I thought it was going to be perfect. It was such a cute little place. I loved the like location, just everything seemed perfect about it. And literally a couple days after moving in, I started to feel super anxious, and I just really didn't want to be there anymore. I'm an introvert. I love being alone. I love alone time, but I think I didn't realize that I like being alone in a house with other people or like around other people, and I just really didn't like living in an apartment where I could hear everyone around me, and I did force myself to stay there long enough to know that I could do it, and that so I could kind of differentiate between like having anxiety and it just not being for me, if that makes sense. So I did stay there for a little while. I was really lucky that the place I moved into had a lease that you could get out of in 30 days without any questions asked. So that's kind of what I did. Um, but I would consider that kind of serendipitous because I really didn't want that to happen. I've not really heard of anyone else like moving out for a month and then coming back, and it felt like a failure at the time for sure, but I think I've really learned a lot about myself and like who I am and like what I want, and I do really want to save up for a house. I think having a space that feels more mine um, will be a lot better for me, and it really just kind of taught me like there's no certain trajectory that you have to follow for your life. There's no like you have to do this at this time. There's no order things have to go in, and it just was really empowering for me to be able to make that choice and not like go on with the peer pressure of what society says I should be doing at this age, and just really do what was best for me. So that's why I would consider that kind of like serendipitous. And especially now that there's a pandemic, I would have hated to quarantine completely by myself for so long. So it really did end up working out. But I'll go ahead and stop that there. We'll continue answering questions in another video, but here I'm just showing you that I did put on rose colored days like header overlays, and I'm showing you the roll there. I did that off camera. I always kind of do those off camera because they're just a little tedious to put down. So let's go into the kind of day by day. So first I put down the laundry script and the little washing machine icon, both from the kit, just to mark that I started Monday by doing some laundry. Then I did miss Jenna's live stream that morning, or the night before, because I had kind of double booked myself. So that morning I went ahead and rewatched it. So I put down a little leftover computer sticker, and then I put down the live stream foiled script from Jenna's shop, and I put it kind of towards the bottom because I wanted to be able to write rewatch above it. Then I put down a little thing that was just a leftover from some kit, and I put down this icon from Hello Petite paper that just looks like paperwork, and I used that to mark that I applied for my mail-in ballot, so to vote for our non-Americans. A lot of us are trying to be able to mail in our ballots instead of going to the polling places, because we do have our election in November, but with the pandemic, it's not super safe to go stand in a line with a bunch of people, so I did apply for that. Then I put down a label from the kit with this Happy Mail kind of script icon from Planting Roses, and I used that to mark that I got Happy Mail from Jordan, so I did put that a little bit higher up just so I could write from Jordan. Then I put down this little nail polish from Arctic Fox Studio, I believe it is, because I painted my nails, and then I just marked that I edited and uploaded my video at the end of the night. The next day I did put down this label with a foiled phone icon, but that actually goes on Wednesday, and I will realize it pretty quickly. It's the second week in a row I've just started putting something down on the wrong day, and I believe it was also on Tuesday when it was supposed to be Wednesday last week. So don't know what that's all about, but we'll talk about that when we get to Wednesday. On Tuesday, actual Tuesday, I just used another label from the kit and a little Once More with Love, like stomachache character, because I had a stomachache that morning pretty bad. Then I guess I cut out that I put down that I got gas after work. Not that exciting, but something to put in. That little thing, TV, is to mark that I watched I Am a Killer that night on Netflix. Then I just put down the little foiled switch from Planting Roses to mark that I played some Animal Crossing. And then I used that little Once More with Love Munchkin listening to music. I actually used it to write that I was listening to the Mile Higher podcast, but I don't have any good like headphone stickers that aren't music related. So that phone was actually to mark that I talked on the phone with my cousin for a little bit, and then I put down the Instagram to mark that I watched Jordan on Instagram Live. Then I put down the label to mark that I got some Happy Mail from my college roommate. She sent me some stickers actually, which was super nice of her, and I talk more about that in my haul video. And then I used that desk from GP Sticker Studio to mark editing and uploading my budget video. I didn't realize when I put down the base of this kit that I would be taking Friday off of work, so I just took off that work sticker and replaced it with this foiled day off sticker from GP Sticker Studio. And then I'll go on to Thursday. So I used this Feeling Crazy emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. and put down that I way overslept. I was supposed to be actually in the office that day, and we start our day every day with a 9 a.m. call, and I woke up at 8:58, so I didn't miss the call, but I was not supposed to be in bed. I was supposed to be in the office, so that was really stressful. Then I used another label from the kit and this little like sandwich emoji to mark that I got grilled cheese for lunch. We have like a gourmet grilled cheese food truck that comes to my work every once in a while, and I hadn't gotten it in a really long time. So I was really excited, but that's not important because I'm using this wedding kind of overlay sticker kit sheet thing from Scribble Prints Co. And I used this to mark that I got a letter in the mail from Shelby asking me to be her maid of honor for her wedding. So I was so excited about that. So I used the little ring and hearts, even though I didn't really have any specific maid of honor stickers, but I did buy those like wedding stickers as soon as both of my best friends got engaged. I used that little label to mark that I got a little note from Jenna in my Happy Mail from Planting Roses, and so it was just a really good day for mail. And then I used this adorable Jenna Stream script sticker from the Planting Dancer, Jordan, and to mark obviously Jenna's stream, but I was so excited. It looked so cute. That's why I did a close up. That was specifically for you, Jordan. Friday, I just marked that I spent some time playing Animal Crossing that morning with this leftover kind of label, and it was my day off, so I, spent as long as I wanted to playing that, and it was really nice to kind of relax. I used the Coffee Monsters Co. Animal Crossing sheet and that little bag of bells. Then I put down another label from the kit along with this leftover foiled camera sticker. I believe it's from Harriet Wright Designs, and I just used that to mark that I filmed my budget video and got that up. Then I used a flag from the kit along with this little, I think it's supposed to be a FaceTime emoji, but I used that to mark that Jordan and I went live together on Instagram, which is basically like FaceTiming but with an audience kind of. I used that leftover label with the bow to mark running errands, and then I used the little peach to mark, it looks like I'm marking something not good, but I literally used it to mark villager hunting on Animal Crossing. Saturday morning we watched Breaking Bad, as we always do as a family, and then I put in the movie marquee. I rented a movie off of Amazon Prime called The Hat Man. It was really spooky. It was a little scary. Then I used a scalloped label that was left over, I'm sure, from a Creating & Co kit, and this little shopping bag from GP Sticker Studio that's a little hard to see, just to mark that my dad and I went to Hobby Lobby. And I used this half box, which was a leftover from a different kind of bee themed kit, and it doesn't match this kit perfectly, but it was so on theme that I had to use it, and I just used that to mark my podcast meeting that evening. Sunday morning started out with Animal Crossing as usual, and then I put down a label with this leftover washing machine just to mark that I washed my comforter because I spilled coffee all over it. So, good times. And then I normally wouldn't put in my planner that I emptied the dishwasher, but this kit came with the cutest little dishwasher sticker that I felt like it was an obligation. I had to mark it. Then I put down another Jenna stream sticker with a laptop from the kit to mark that Jenna streamed that day, and I did watch a little bit of it. But then I used this label that's a leftover to mark that I planned. Although at the very bottom, I did put down a little thing just to mark in Shelby's birthday. She does live kind of far away from me now, and there's a pandemic, so I didn't get to see her or do anything with her, but I still wanted to mark it in my planner. So that's pretty much everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. I am obsessed with this spread. It's kind of everything, and yeah, it might be my favorite so far this year. So as we go through the close-ups, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I've been getting a lot for me of new subscribers lately, so I really appreciate you guys coming here to support my channel. Please let me know if there's any certain videos you'd like to see, or just leave me a comment down below telling me how your day is. I would love to know, and love to chat with you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.